Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to take a little bit of a look. Well, frankly, at some friendly advice from your old pal Wassy. You see, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes there are products which are very, very cool, and they're in stock, and then they go away and they never, ever, ever come back. At least not for a sensible price. There was a point, a little while back, where we had the Sword and Shield figure collection. It was a very good product, and it was readily available all over eBay for pretty much retail, like 20, 25 bucks or something along those lines. Very cool product, but nobody was terribly fussed about it, so it really wasn't a big deal, and people were just leaving it on the shelves. Okay. Fine. Well, then people suddenly realized they had a really cool promo in, the Pikachu promo. And then it kind of carried on for a little bit. And now that product is $80, $90 over on eBay. And honestly, that's cheaper than I have seen it sometimes. That $80 is actually pretty good. Most of them are like $90 to $100. It's got many listings for $100. It is a very, very, very expensive set. And here's the thing, right? It's got Rebel Clash in it. It's like, nobody really likes Rebel Clash. Now, to be fair, it also has, most of the listings seem to have, like, Guardians Rising and Cosmic Eclipse. But, like, half the packs are Rebel Clash that nobody really cares about. This is one of those products that was readily available for a long time after release, and then it wasn't. And now there are a bunch of people out there who probably really, really wish they'd gone for it when it was available, because it's no longer available, time has run out, and the idea of getting that for, 25 bucks at this stage is frankly ridiculous. It's not a $25 product, and it never will be again. But there was a pretty long period of time where this was genuinely just readily available at retail for anybody that wanted it. And people were just like, nah, it's fine, I'll wait. Well, I've got a tip for you today, ladies and gentlemen. The Paldea collection. As it stands at the moment, the Paldea collection is readily available everywhere you look. And an awful lot of people are basically going, it's available for retail. I don't need to worry about it. I'll go and get it later. Do you know what I'm going to do this week? I'm going to go and order the Paldea collection. Do you know why I'm going to order the Paldea collection? Because I really want the Fuecoco pin. And I really want the Fuecoco promo. And I can go ahead and pick it up really casually at retail right now. And there is going to come a point in the very near future where that's no longer true. I'm convinced of that, incidentally. And I don't want to be left out when that happens. Now, look. As always, this is friendly advice on your old pal Wassy. This is not intended to be investment advice. I'm not trying to tell you how to make a whole bunch of money or anything stupid like that. I am telling you that this is a very cool product which is not yet sold out, which I would expect to be sold out, and that I think you need to go for sooner rather than later. Like right now, over on the Pokémon Center, it's just available. Like, in the UK, it's just available. Now, as a side note, and I do think this is actually pretty important, you can't choose entirely on the Pokemon Center. Remember, there are 6 different versions of this box. Now, the listings I'm showing on the Pokemon Center here show 3 different versions. Fuecoco, Sprigatito, and Quaxly. However, you will notice the image on the screen shows a Jumbo Miraidon for both Quaxly and Sprigatito, and a Jumbo Coridon for Fuecoco. There are actually 6 versions. There's Fuecoco with Coridon, Fuecoco with Miraidon, Sprigatito with Coridon, Sprigatito with Coridon, and then Quaxly with Coridon, Quaxly with Miraidon. Yeah, there's 6 different versions of them. They are exactly the same except for the Jumbo. So Fuecoco, you're always going to get the promo Fuecoco and the Fuecoco pin, but the Sprigatito is just like a hollow version of the one from Scarlet and Violet, and so is the Quaxly. Whereas if you buy the Sprigatito, you get the actual promo and pin, but the other 2 are hollow versions of the cards in the set. I believe they're hollow. And then the Quaxly, it's the Quaxly pin and promo, and then the other 2. But the jumbo card changes. So for Coco, I'm always going to get the pin and the promo I want, but I could get a Koraidon or a Miraidon. Be careful buying from the Pokemon Center directly, because they don't let you choose which one you go for. You might end up with the wrong one, you have been warned. But they're readily available, like, everywhere, honestly, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I want a Fuecoco Paldea collection, right? And I'm not endorsing any particular store. I'm not sponsored by any particular store. I'm just giving you a few examples. You go and buy it from wherever you like. But if I go and just search it randomly on Google, well, it's available at Magic Madhouse, Traveling Man, Pokemon Center, Amazon, EPR Gaming, Jet Cards, and some of those are going to let me choose whether I go for Koraidon or Miraidon. Others of them are going to give me one at random. When you're buying these, please be very careful that if you care about which of the jumbos you get, that you actually pay attention to which one you're ordering, or whether it's random. I will say, these aren't the actual cards. Like, if we put them, next to the box, you'll notice they are the heavily redacted cards that they showed off at the World Championships in 2022. They are not the actual ones that were released in Scarlet and Violet. Because they do this every time. They've done it like every time they've revealed a new block, a new type of card. They tend to do this. So show you redacted versions. So, with Koraidon and Miraidon, they were hiding the type of Pokemon. That's all they really hid. But they were hiding the type of Pokemon. So, and they were also kind of hiding the energy costs and all, I suppose. But the point is, they were hiding a bit about them, which I think was kind of interesting, honestly. And for me, as someone who sat at Worlds, having been casting it and watched from the casting desk, I had the best view in the house, and I'm delighted about this. But as someone who watched that at Worlds, there's a real sentimental thing going on, so yeah, that was awesome. Point is, just be careful which ones you go for, yeah? And look, right now there are a whole bunch of people who are going, I don't need to go after that right now. It doesn't matter, they're readily available. And they are readily available. And you know what? That, ladies and gentlemen, that is why I'm suggesting it now. Because they're readily available. It's no point me suggesting things like the Sword and Shield figure collection when they've already jumped up in price and become unavailable. Every product eventually becomes unavailable. It always happens. Because they only print it for so long, and then it runs out, and then we're done, and then you can't get it anymore. I mean, take the example of the Alola collection. Similar kind of thing to the Paldea collection in a lot of ways, not exactly the same. So, for instance, you still get yourself the free promo cards featuring the first partner Pokemon of that particular generation. You still get yourself a lovely pin, although this time it's a legendary rather than a first partner Pokemon. And you still get yourself a heavily redacted jumbo card. You can see the Solgaleo and Lunala collections on the screen right now. You'll notice they're actually hidden at the fact that they're stage 2s. Because when Sun and Moon were initially coming out, we didn't know these were stage 2s. Box legendaries had always been basics. We assumed that they were basics, so they hid the fact they were stage 2s. They took that information off of the card. Now, it was 5 packs rather than 3, and it did come with a figure, so it was a slightly more premium product than the Paldea collections, but still a very similar kind of thing, in that you got yourself 3 promos and a pin and a redacted jumbo. They are not cheap nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, when I look on eBay, the first ones come up are the Solgaleo for $130 and the Lunala for $140. And I hate to break it to you, ladies and gentlemen, but if you keep scrolling, it doesn't get any better. That is about what these are going for nowadays. And these were products that, at the time, these were not sought-after products. Now, admittedly, yes, I know they've got stuff like Evolutions in as packs, and that is always going to make these products more sought-after. But the point is, these are the kind of products that for a long time were just there. They were just out there, they were readily available, and people were like, oh, I'll get them later, I'll get them later, I'll get them later, and then later never came. And now they are ridiculous. And products like these are cool and awesome. And then eventually people realize and they go away. We've seen this over and over again. I'm not saying you have to go and buy the Paldea collection or anything stupid like that. I am saying that I've been having a look around. I spend way too much of my time having a look around the random Pokemon stuff. But I've been having a look around, and one of the things I'm seeing is these products are readily available right now. But I want you to remember that these were products, they were actually Scarlet and Violet products. Like, the packs in them are Sword and Shield packs. They are not Scarlet and Violet packs. Also, I think a second ago I said 3 packs. There's clearly 4 packs in there. It says it right on the front. Sorry about that. You still don't get the figure or the 5th pack, though, so yeah. But the point is, these are just readily available. They're out there and there are no issues. But there is going to come a point. You know, we're heading into Paradox Rift, which is Scarlet and Violet 4. That is a 4th set into Scarlet and Violet, bearing in mind these were pre-Scarlet and Violet products. They ain't going to be out there forever. And I think it's kind of fun every so often to bring you a video going, hey, so these products are all readily available. Maybe it's time you pick them up before it's too late. And if you want to, brilliant. If you don't, that's fine. Are these going to shoot up massively in value in the short term? I don't know. That's not the point of this video. I'm not giving investment advice or anything stupid like that. What I am doing is saying these are very cool products, which I think some of you probably want to pick up, that are readily available now, and I don't think will be forever. And if you want more of these kind of videos in the future as I notice this stuff, then share this with your friends. And if this video is popular enough, I'll do more of these kind of things in the future. For me, I was just looking around the Pokemon Center website and I went, hang on a second, I never got that Fuecoco Paldea collection. Because it came out at the same time as some other stuff and it just completely slipped by me. I don't have a Fuecoco pin to use. And I'm hoping to be casting more Pokemon tournaments this year. You gotta think I gotta get that boy into the rotation, right? Gotta happen. So there we go. That's my advice, and now it's over to you guys. Did you pick these up? Do you want to pick these up? Let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, all kinds of fun things. And get shoutouts on the channel like the lovely Kiridan, who's been a supporter of ours for a long time now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.